Maybe you're curious about native advertising. There seems like an old hat, but are they still working in 2022 and maybe beyond? The quick answer to this question is yes, absolutely. But there is so much more information which I want to share with you today in this quick video. Hi everyone, my name is Marcel Sattler. I'm the founder of PurpleBlack, a native advertising only agency. And maybe if you're already familiar with native advertising, then you already know that native ads are ads that are not looking like ads. And the big benefit, or one of many benefits of course, but one big advantage if you compare it to Facebook ads, Google ads or something like that, is that they're not looking like ads and that your potential client, your lead, your store client and something like that is not knowing that he or she is clicking on an ad. Because if you compare it with, for example, Instagram ads, someone is watching Instagram stories from her friends. And now there is an ad about maybe a usable product or maybe a good product, but unfortunately they're not in the mood to get this information right now. So it's a very negative effect for the brand. On the other hand, you have native ads and people are in reading mode still. So they are reading an article, scroll down to the bottom of the page, see something else which they're interested in. So they're committing themselves to this topic. Nothing is pushed over there, nothing is pushed on their screen or something like that. They are clicking by self into this topic which they're interested in. So it feels completely natural for the prospect because the prospect never feels to get advertised. Because if you ask 10 people on the street and you ask them, hey, do you like advertising? Do you like to get advertised? 10 of 10 will say you, no, I want to get rid of ads. Because nobody wants to get their screen pushed full with ads. And on native ads, as mentioned before, they're clicking by themselves into a topic which they're interested in. The second step is the advertorial, aka the landing page. And also here the user does not know that he or she is on a landing page, on a paid advertorial. Because if you make it right, it looks completely natural. It looks like a news blog or something like that. So it doesn't feel like an ad. And if you're in copywriting, if you're a good copywriter, if you have a psychological background, if you have a marketing background and something like that, you know exactly which words are bringing this prospect to convert into a buying client or into a hot lead. And the third step is where they get a lead, where they type in their credit card information to buy something in your online shop. So that's the real conversion which is important for you. Now you know the 3 steps of native advertising which are important to build a campaign. And here you already see the big difference if you compare it with normal paid marketing ads like, I don't know, Facebook or something like that. Because on Facebook you say, hey, that's my ad. Maybe you're using user-generated content and something like that. But to be honest, users know that it's an ad. So they see maybe a video in their feed, click on it, coming to an offer page where they see the product, where they can buy it, put it into the cart and something like that. So it never feels completely naturally. It feels like an ad. And in some cases it's absolutely okay and legit that it feels like an ad because maybe the product is extremely usable and helpful for this prospect and they will buy it without any doubts. But on native, it feels completely different. It's not like an ad, it's like a self-decision to read more about this very interesting topic and then to buy something. So it never feels like you get advertised. It feels naturally. You decide to read more about it. You decide to read the advertorial. You decide to purchase that product or to sign up as a lead. And that's the reason why native ads are still working in 2022 and beyond, because it's not feeling like an ad for your prospect. So it's like a submarine. Nobody sees it, nobody feels it, but it's still there. But there's another thing why native ads are still working in 2022. And the reason is extremely simple, because when we are talking about native ads, we are talking about a general term. So native ads is just a general term like PPC ads or like online marketing. There is no direct native ads platform. There are traffic sources like Taboola, Outbrain, Rev Content, Yahoo, Gemini, and something like that. But there is not just one company, one traffic source behind native advertising. And if you compare it again with Meta and Facebook, Instagram, or Alphabet with Google or YouTube, then you see here maybe Facebook will get some issues, and I don't know, is not surviving the next 10 years or something like that, then Facebook ads are also automatically dead. But on native, that's almost impossible, because when native ads are dead, the whole internet is dead. Because on native ads, you're reaching the whole internet and not just one dedicated platform like Instagram. So let me share my thoughts with you. What if Facebook will not survive the next 10 years? And maybe you think now, hey, it's a strange thought. And yes, it is, absolutely, because Facebook still have a lot of users, still have a good KPIs and something like that. No worries about it. But we also saw big brands which we thought they're too big to fail, but they are failing. Like, for example, Nokia. Who cares about Nokia today? No one. And Nokia was their brand in the 90s. So you see, maybe Facebook will have the same issues like Nokia a couple of years ago. And as I mentioned before, it's a very strange idea, it's a very strange thought, I know, but to be honest, who knows? Maybe Facebook will not survive the next decade. On the other hand, you have native advertising, and native advertising, as I mentioned before, is not just one traffic source. There are many traffic sources and you have to turn off the whole internet, that native ads are not working anymore. So it's much safer for you as a brand owner, as a marketing manager, to run native ads, especially if you scale through multiple platforms like Taboola, Outbrain, Ref Content, and many more. Think on it. If you have an issue with one traffic source, like, I don't know, Ref Content, you still have Outbrain and Taboola. If you have an issue with Taboola, you still have Outbrain and Ref Content, and so on. I think you get it. And another reason why native ads are still working in 2022 is that it's currently an absolutely untouched blue ocean market. Yes, there are still billions which are spent yearly into traffic sources like Taboola and Outbrain, but if you compare it to other brands like Google with Alphabet, YouTube and something like that, and to Facebook ads, it's still a very small blue ocean untouched market. So I think the paid marketing area, PPC marketing, online marketing, is switching, because we saw it in the last couple of months that, for example, on Facebook, a lot of advertisers saw the big advantage of UCG, of user-generated content, and they're using it because it's not looking like a regular high glossy ad. And same on native ads. Native ads are not glossy, they're not beautiful, but they're working, they're conversion optimized. And that's the reason why I'm absolutely convinced that native ads will survive the next decades and will be there still in the next couple of years. And there is also a big opportunity now for you, now in 2022, because if you're not in native advertising yet, it's the right time to start with native ads. For example, I don't recommend you to do it by yourself, not just because I run a native ads company, but also because I know that you can burn a lot of money. But I will highly recommend you, especially if you want to scale your business, to take a look into native ads, because it's absolutely interesting and you can scale your business profitably in the next couple of months. And if so, there's just one important step you can take now, and that's to follow my channel if you're not already done it, and to activate the bell to get notified when I'm uploading a new video about native advertising. I would extremely appreciate if you're following my channel and give me a thumbs up for this video. Thank you very much and see you next time.